Good morning. As I sat on the bus one day, I began to have a heightened awareness of the thoughts floating around in my mind. I looked out the window at all the trees in a patch of forest and thought, I wonder how many trees are on the earth at this very moment. My mind continued to wander, and I wound up questioning if butterflies remember being caterpillars, or if the beans I just ate are really contributing to the protein synthesis in my muscles. These are questions that I will probably never have the answers to, but that's all right. There is something so inherently childlike about being curious. Our society trains us not to question or explore. We are simply expected to become a cog in the machine. They want us to mindlessly accept the exploitation of Earth's resources, unjust power dynamics, or the greed that drives the evil actions from those in power. From a young age, we are gradually trained to shut down this part of ourselves. Most people carry on their days thinking about how to get into a stable career, make more money, and obtain more material things. Nature, and our innate childlike wonder, calls us back to who we really are. How silly of us to forget that we are nature, and nature is everything. The branches and roots of trees are just like bronchi in our lungs, exchanging gases that allow us to live. The veins in our bodies appear like lightning in a thunderstorm. The irises in our eyes look like galaxies, and fingerprints closely resemble the rings of a tree. I am often reminded of how we are reflections of nature when I go stargazing. If you know anything about me, you know that I love wandering around at night, and luckily I'm fortunate enough to live in an area where this is safe to do. There is something so freeing and intimate about being with nature at night. When I look up at the stars, I remember that the very molecules in those stars are also in me. And when I look back down from the sky, I talk to the raccoons that pop their heads out of the garbage cans while mid-feast on someone's leftover Taco Bell. They usually don't have a whole lot to say in return, but I wouldn't either if I was stuffing my face with Taco Bell. Connecting with nature allows me to lean into my childlike wonder and joy for the living things on earth again. When I am outside, I am reminded that no matter what my anxious mind tells me, I am not broken beyond repair, forever lost, or a terrible person for the mistakes I've made. Nature reliably greets me with joy, compassion, and inspiration. For me, there is no greater joy than the feeling of running in sand, closely analyzing moss, or finding a cool bug. We are so lucky to have this human experience. So although I definitely can't tell you the meaning of life, or how many trees there are on the planet at this given moment, I do want to remind you that it's never too late to return to your childlike wonder. Let your mind wander down silly rabbit holes, ask questions that you will never find the answers to, and say hi to raccoons and garbage cans. We are all just little dudes on this planet, and there are fewer rules than you think.